All right, we're picking up with more Panzer on turn 3 of scenario 1, advanced rules and some optional rules. Last turn, Germans drew first blood with brew up on a T-34 and also some damage. So let's get right to it. We are in the spotting phase. So let's take a look. Let's see here. These guys who fired into the light woods. Let's see, range of 13. What kind of terrain is light woods? I can't remember. It's light, of course. Light cover is a -1. So that'd be a range of 10. Oh, but there's spot fire +3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, plenty. All right, so they're spotted. I think all of those, this guy's out in the open. Soviets are out in the open. Up here, very short range, up on the top of the hills. That terrain in 2912, what is that? That is scrub. I don't think scrub is blocking. Yeah, 0 height. These Germans behind the light trees, light woods, I should say, in the scrub, are hidden. And yeah, these guys are still visible. And let's see, in the buildings, I should say in the alley, yeah, technically they're in the alley, right? I think. But no one has line of sight. What about these guys? The guys up on the hill. See, range of 10. That might be just enough. Let's see, alley is light, and those are wood buildings. Those are also light. I'm not sure if you treat that as alley or wood, but in either case, those are both light cover. Wood buildings are treated as heavy for spotting, but they're not in the buildings, they're in the alleys. So I'm going to count that as light cover. It's a range of 10. So they're spotted, but they don't have any. Let's see, I think they lost their move marker earlier, and they didn't move last turn, so I think they remain they remain without a spot move. All right, let's play it that way. All right, let's look at the command phase. So the Germans are still at 6 commands because they're at full strength. And the Soviets were at 6, but they're down a unit. Would they start with 10 or 11? Start with 10. They're at 9 now. So 9 available commands or units for seasoned is 5. So they are down to 5 commands. All right, so here's what I wanted to do. So for the 6 Germans, we'll do firing from the light woods for 1. We're going to do a split move command, 2, 3. Because I want one of the guys to try to go into that gully and get hulled down later on. 2, 3. Got a fire command for 4. Let's see, I got 2 commands left. these two will share a move command for 5. And I think we can fire here for 6. All right, what about the Soviets? For 5 commands, fire for 1, fire for 2, move for 3, fire for 4, and we'll do 5. I think one of them, because I'm going to split that stack, so one of them's got to take a no command. I think one of them's going to move up, see if he can go hold down in that shell hole later on. Okay, that was commands. We'll do initiative. Here's the Germans. 99, okay, and the Soviets. All right, for the third turn in a row, Germans have the initiative. And interestingly enough, I just read a long thread from 2012 and 2013 about this game and initiative on Board Game Geek. Some interesting perspectives. Apparently some people don't like the initiative rules in this game. My short take is I'm still pretty new to the system. I don't have a problem with it yet. I could see how it would dominate the outcome perhaps, or at least greatly influence. Although it does seem like there's a number of optional rules. There's the staggered initiative. There's the primary, what's it called? The fire priority, right? So I do think there's a couple things to mitigate the impact of the initiative, but I'm not playing with those right now. All right. Anyway, turn 3, Germans are up for first fire from the combat phase. And who do we got firing? We've got a stack here. We've got 2 units. We're not playing with fire priority, so I think they are going to take on the stronger Soviets. So that's 2 units versus 2 units. We'll do top-bottom shooting. That's a range of 12. And all right, let's look at our cards. 12 for the German 4G, that's medium range. And what's the shot on this? No target size, not moving, no cover. Nothing, 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 nothing. Medium, 50%. Top on top. 89, that's a miss. Bottom on bottom. 19, that's a hit. All right, we'll look at location. Location of 2. That's a front shot, so turret front. We need to check AP penetration. Variable penetration, 3 and 7. The 18 column, 3 is a -1, 7 is a +1, so it's a net 18. I believe that's the base at medium. Yeah, there's 18, medium. Turret front, medium. Turret front, medium. Turret front, medium. It's a level shot. 18 versus 18 is a hit. And on the location, no, I guess I didn't roll that as 100. Okay, 2 was turret front, and damage is 9. Uh-oh. 9 is a brew up. Kablooey. Number 2. All right, we will mark that as a brew up. We will rotate that, and I've been keeping the kills on the side of the map. All right, so that marker is done. All right, what other fires do we have? All right, we've got just a single German at a range of 7. Range of 7, that's short range. Unit is firing but isn't moving. Let's go to the short range is starting at a 70. No size, no movement, no covered, no smoke, nothing, nothing, nothing. 70%. 84 is a miss. All right, let's reveal this one. 2 more shots down here. Excuse me, I'm suffering from a little bit of a cold. Also range is 7, that's short. It's going to be uphill though. Let's take a look. Light, medium, suppressed, broken, nothing. 77, we'll do top versus top, bottom versus bottom. First one, top versus top, 70. 26, that's a hit. We will do location and damage type. Location 2 is, this is a side shot, front side, 2's turret front. Penetration is a 9 and a 6. Uh-oh, 9 and a 6 on the, what's short is a 20, right? Yeah, 20. 9 and a 6. It's got to be a +3, right? 9 is a +2. 6 is a 0, so +2. 22 on turret front from the side. Rising. Ooh, 28. No, that's whole front. Turret front. Turret rear. Turret. 21. Front side. Rising 21. I netted a 22. That's a hit. And the damage was 3, which is damaged. All right. 1 damaged unit. All right, bottom versus bottom at a 70. 71, just missed. All right, and that is all the shooting for the Germans. Up here for the Soviets. Okay, we'll reveal this one. We've got 2 Soviets shooting at 2 4Gs at a range of 10. And it's got to be out in the open. Range of 10 is medium, so 50%. 50%. 50% top versus top. It's a miss. Bottom versus bottom. 79. That's also a miss. All right. Revealing our next set of Soviets. All right. We've got one in brew up smoke. And I think that range was also 10. No, 9. It's got to be medium though, right? Yep, medium. All right, he's in brew up smoke, so medium starts at 50, not moving. Brew up smoke, -2, down to a 40. 40. 13, that's a hit. We'll say that was a top German. 13 is a hit. Damage and location. Or I should say location and damage. That's a front shot for 7. Front shot for 7. 7 is whole front. We want to do penetration 3 and 3. I think it's a -1, -1. Green 3, -1, -1. Yep. So that 15 goes down to a 12. 12, I'm sorry, 13 versus hull front level. It's a 14. And that is no penetration. And what I'm forgetting is bailing out. Bailing out. Let's retcon that a little bit. So first of all, bailing out for this Panzer 4G, that was armor piercing, no damage. Crew is a 10. 2, they bail out. They bail out. Look at that. I don't think that all that really does is, I don't know if there's points for that, but we'll mark that as bail. That was fortunate for the Soviets. Put that to the side. All right, who else? Let's see, that was a brew up. That was a brew up. That was a damage from last turn. This damage, I need to roll for this Soviet. Damage, AP damage, AP damage, AP damage. Crew 30%. 1 through 30. 26, they bail as well. All right. So I think you just remove the unit because I don't think anybody comes back. All right. Yeah, I had to come back and do that. All right. I'm going to keep those separate from brew ups. All right. So they fired. They're marked as such. And we're going to reveal this fire marker. And we're going to be shooting uphill to this level 2 German who's out in the open. And that was a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for the Soviets is still medium, so 50%. 1. 1. Now, I said I was playing with damage. What do you call it? Damage. What's the name of that? What's the rule I'm playing with? The damage when your gun breaks. Although I think a 1 is for general priority or general purpose fire. Weapon malfunction 725. Direct fire. AP direct fire is a 0-0. Okay, so no problem there. So that's a hit. Medium range is a 15. Location and damage type. 3 location. I see, that should be a 0-3. I don't like the way that we roll that together. Let's call that a 0-3 location 0. I think you count that as a 10. And that is a track. Track. And I don't think you need to worry about penetration on track. It's a rising shot. Yeah, you just hit the track. So they take a track damage, track hit. And we'll check for bailout. Damage your track. Crew 30%. 1 through 30. 36, no problem. Okay. They hang in there. All right, I think that is the end of the fire phase. Excuse me, combat phase. So we're on to movement. No close assault or hand-to-hand movement. Second player first. All right, the Soviet is damaged. And I believe the results of damage is half movement rounded down. Where do I find that? I can't find it on the cards. What is the results of damage? All right, let's look at page 18. Brew up damage, damage marker, second damage knocked out, must apply, hit modifier, has its remaining and future movement speed reduced by half, 1 down. Okay, so he's along the path, he'd have 8, so we'll call it 4. So he'll go 1, 2, and he'll wait there. And I believe he has to be there for a full turn to take the hex or take the victory point. All right, so he's moved, and he's got a green dot. He's good. All right, and so had a German here that wanted to go, excuse me, Soviet that wanted to go 1 and into a shell hole is for tracked is 2 points. 2, 3. He's going to attempt to turn, so he has to do a bog check. 100, I think that's fine. Yeah, bog is 1 through 20. All right. So he has moved, and we'll delete that. All right, over to the Germans, and one of these is deleted because they bailed. And now that that guy's got the marker, let's do this. Let's go 1. Whoops. Let's go 1. Gully is 2, 3. Gonna attempt to turn. Gotta do a bog check. 67. Bog in Gully is 1 through 15, so he's fine. I think if he wanted to turn again, yeah, let's look at these bogging down rules. 26, I believe. Nope, not 26. 29. 729, bogging down. Does not chalk for back. If it attempts to exit or move within the hex. I think it's just one roll. So I think once you succeed, you can continue. And he's got a movement point left. So he will turn. Hope I played that right. All right, so that's those Germans. No other move markers until down here in the south. This stack. Scrub. That's what is medium woods? Or I should say woods. 1 through 20, 1 through 30. Because they're going to want to go hull down. All right. So we'll go there. Oh, and they're in scrub, so they may I'm gonna roll for bog. Oh, no scrub and bog. Yeah, no bogging and scrub, I should say. So that's their movement. And these guys go. Scrub is 1-2 for tracked. Yeah, and they can't. Yeah, they can't get in because it's 3 to go into regular woods for tracked. That's about as far as they can go. Okay, not a problem. It's the way it is. And I guess technically we would then reveal this no command counter, and we can delete that. And I think one thing I learned, I messed up some of the pivots at the end of the turn. There's a pivot section, a segment in the end of turn phase that allows units to pivot for free, but I believe that's only applies to squads and half squads, leg units, and towed weapons. So I think earlier I had made somebody, earlier turn, I had a vehicle who did that. All right, but I think we can remove the command counters. All right, cool. All right, that was turn 3. Let's keep going. Turn 4, spotting phase. Who is still spotted? Soviets are still spotted. The Soviets in the opens are still spotted. This guy fired, damaged. Yeah, it's even a shorter range. So those guys are all spotted. Here we're spotted. Let's look at this unit is not spotted. These guys are still spotted. Actually, these guys are marked with spot fire from last turn. Some of these I forgot to change. This guy's also spot fire. All right. And then check these building hexes. 7, probably also spotted, but didn't move or fire last turn, so remains without a spot fire or spot move. Okay. That was spotting on the command. So the Germans, I should write this down. The Germans started with 11. They're down to 10 units, combat units on the map. And 10 combat units is still 6 commands. And the Soviets started with 10, but are down 3, which takes them to 7 combat units, and 7 is 4. 7 is 4 commands. It's starting to fall apart for them here. All right, so let's look at some commands. Soviets with only 4. All right, so definitely down here we want to move because this guy wants to look for going hold down in the shell hole. Shell hole, is that what they call it? Shell hole. Yep. That's 1, 2 for firing. 3 for firing. I take that back. We'll do short halts for both of those units. That's 3. And this guy's got to get out of the, he'll also do a short halt. He's got to get out of the brew up. So that's 4 for them. 6 for the Germans. We will continue to fire for 1, fire for 2. Yeah, the Germans are in really good shape. It's starting to fall apart for the Soviets, like I said. Fire, fire, fire. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. All right, the Soviets need a little bit of luck here. All right, initiative phase for the Germans, 60 for the Soviets, 84. All right, Soviets are first. All right, we are on to turn 4. Soviets are first with firing. All right, so let's look at, yeah, this guy's a little too close. What's the range here? Range of 9. It's got to be medium. So normally 15, excuse me, medium, starting at 50. That target is not firing. He is in a gully, which is light cover. So -1 takes us down to 45. And I think that's it. So both of them are going to fire at that one unit at 45 first. It's an 80's a miss. Second, 42 just a hit. And let's roll. I'm going to break up those roll and damage. Or excuse me, I'm going to break up the location and damage rolls. So here's location 2. That's a front. It's a turret front. And I better check the hull down just to make sure that that's still good. Oh, I tell you what, he's not hull down. He is just in. He needed a move marker. He is not hull down yet. Yeah. All right, so that's a good hit either way. Let's do penetration. We roll a 1 and a 3. I think it's a net -1. 1 is no, and 1's a -2. 3's -1. So net -3. That's down 12. Down to 12, 15 to 12. Turret front. Turret front on the German. That's a level shot. Turret front is a 12. That hits. Or penetrates, I should say. And let's go to the damage. 3. 3 on AP is a damage. All right. So damage. And I believe that's a 1 through 30 on bailout. Let's double check. Bailout, damage or TK, crew 30. 72, they're fine. All right, so that's short halt fire. We got another short halt fire here. And that's that's fire zone. Yeah, that's straight across. So it just picks up the line of sight, range of 8. Soviets, still medium, 15. Light cover for the gully, and -3 for still being in the brew up smoke. Excuse me, -2 for net -3. 35. 1 unit versus 1 unit, 35. 92 is a miss. All right. And we will reveal our last Soviet fire. That is a range of 7, It's medium starting at 50. They're in scrub. They're in scrub. That's light, so that's going to take that down to a 45. Top versus top at a 45. 46 just missed. And we'll mark him with spot fire. All right, over to the Germans who have a lot of firing. We'll reveal this one. We are going to, they need to pivot. They need to turn. They need to get to these guys up here, but they cannot right now. So we're going to see if we can eliminate the guy on the victory hex. Let's see, range of 8. It's going to be a medium. So it starts at 50%. Stream is a height of -1. So is he on a road? I guess he's on a road still, which is no cover and no height. So I'll play that he's still on the road and not in the stream. All right, so 50%, top 1. That's a hit. Location, front 2 is turret front. Variable is 5 and 0. 5 and 0. 5 is 0. 10 is 2. So that's a net 20. Turret front is 18. That's a hit. Penetration. Damage type. 3. I think 3 is damaged. So he is damaged. So he is now knocked out. I just think you leave the knocked out marker. KO. Oh, Soviets. Soviets. All right. All right, that's a range of 8. That's medium. That's 50, but he's damaged with brew up smoke. Damaged. Damage -3, brew up smoke -2, 50 -5 is down to a 25. 25. 5, that's a hit. Location 7. 7. Oh, that slices the apex there. So I think the defender gets to choose what's better. 7, 7, 7. Ugh, come on, where are my charts? 7 is either hull front or hull side. Hull front or hull side. Hull front is 18, 13. So definitely want the 18. So it's going to be hull front. Let's do penetration, variable penetration, 2 and 10. 2 and 10. 10 is +2, 2 is -2. So a net 18 versus an 18 that penetrates. Damage type 8. Ooh, not good for the German, for the Soviets. And 8 is a KO. Knocked out. All right. Another KO. Get rid of this marker. Whoops. Why did that disappear? All right. So those are the guys in the gully. So these fires are done. We got more. Ooh, Germans. Ooh, Germans. Reveal that one. They're going to fire. Shooting down. Range of 7 is medium. They've got a track, but they don't have any damage. It's not damage, that's different. So medium is still a 50, 50. 35 is a hit. Location 3 on the front. That's also turret front, I believe. Yeah, 1 through 4. Penetration 1, 1. 1, 1 is -2, -4, but we max out at -3, so it's a -3, 18. Right, 18. For medium, -3 is 15. 15 versus a turret front that's an 18. Does not penetrate. Does not penetrate. So we just check for bailout, which is, I think, a 10%. 27, they're fine. All right, we've got 2 Germans here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range of 7 is medium, shooting uphill. Nothing in the way of modifiers. So 50% for the first one. It's a miss. 50% for the second. 5, that's a hit. Location 8. Firing up. Rising shot, rising shot. Oh, no, 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 no. That's location. Has nothing to do with rising. What's the angle on that? What's the angle on that one? That is front side. Front side 8 is hull side. Hull side, hull side. Hull side. Rising shot, hull side is 15. All right, let's do variable penetration 5 and 4. 5 is no change. 4 is -1. So that's 18 down to 17 versus a 15 that penetrates. Damage type 8. I think that's a knockout. Knockout, knockout. 8 is a knockout. Yep. Knockout. All right. This is going to be over soon, I think. All right. So those 2 Germans fired. And let's try to get this guy before he goes hull down. I've got 2 Germans at a range of 5. Range of 5. Range of 5. That's going to be short. This guy does have a move marker, which he'll reveal. Short is 70. Target movement is -2. 56. Top one versus a 56. 96 is a miss. Bottom one, 29. That's a hit. It's a level shot. Location 7. That's a front shot, hull front, variable penetration, 5 and 10, could be +2. Yeah, +2. Takes me up to a 22 penetration versus hull front, 18. That's going to penetrate. Damage type, 10. Is that track or I can't remember? Nope, that's a brew up. Brew up. Ugh. All right. Yep, deleted that one. Excuse me. All right. Wow. Wow, brew up. Brew up. And these guys fired. So we will get rid of their fire marker. Or no, sorry, we'll mark them spot fire. All right. I think that's end of the combat phase. On to movement. This guy fired as well. He needs to be marked. Spot fire. All right. Germans move second. No. Soviets won the initiative. So Germans move first. Do they have any move markers? Yes. Got one move marker. The stack moves into the woods for 3, and it's going to attempt to turn. Checking for bog. 45. I think they're good. Yeah, I guess they didn't need to turn because it's going to keep that guy. All right. Soviets, we've got one guy with a short halt. And if I remember correctly, short halt gets you, what, half your movement? Short halt. All right, half rounded down. So over open terrain is 4. Excuse me, is 5. Divided by 2, rounded down is 2. So it can go 1, 2. Now, I guess I'm not sure if you technically keep them as spot fire, because I think that is the more that's the worst condition. Not entirely sure about that, but we'll mark them spot fire because they did fire. All right, that is the end of the movement phase. We'll do adjustment phase where there's nothing. And we are at turn 4. We've got 3 Soviets versus 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 to 10. I'm going to call it here and feel satisfied that I played the rules and with the advanced rules, but I don't know that the Soviets are going to get to do much of anything. They're going to lose. They're definitely going to lose the center point. They're probably going to lose the bottom. And there's 11 turns left. I mean, even by the time that they, maybe the Soviets get something going up here on the north, but with 11 turns left, these guys are going to get swarmed. I can't really see any way that the Soviets could do anything meaningful. So anyway, quick series, obviously a pretty early scenario. I thought, my first impressions, I played this a little bit solo and haven't recorded, and I played head to head for a couple turns. I like a lot what's going on here. Definitely there's some tactics to be thought about. I mean, this is a longer scenario than maybe I gave it credit for, meaning I didn't need to rush in with the Soviets as much. Obviously, I'm playing single-handed or solo two-handed, I should call it, and that makes it maybe not the best simulation of real-world head-to-head play, but I really wanted to just see how I was doing with the advanced rules. And so feels pretty good. There's a couple of more optional rules that I want to add, but I may think about doing more videos in this series. Give me a thumbs up if you'd be interested in that. It might be more solo two-handed, or maybe I can recruit some other players and maybe do some head-to-head play and record that. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you want to see that, or give me a comment, or give me a subscription. Give me some indication that you're interested. But yeah, fun game. Fun game. I really like it so far, but a lot more to get into. I want to get into towed weapons, and I want to get into squads and half squads and infantry and artillery. So definitely more to get into, but I don't know. Good first stop. Thanks for watching. See you around.